although SHIB isn't necessarily exploding or going parabolic or anything like that, what it is doing is it's showing nice, steady, consistent gains. And it has done it once again. It has, in fact, broken 4 zeros, 1 0. And this is important because this shows that SHIB is on the bullish side of things. SHIB is following its trend line. It's following this 5 wave that we drew here. And what that means is that it will likely continue to follow this trend. And this is a great sign because I'll tell you what, SHIB has now broken 4 zeros, 1 0 again. All right. It's sitting on it right now. It's testing these resistance levels. And if SHIB does continue to show strength here, if it can continue to climb, towards 4 zeros, 1 2, we may never see prices below 4 zeros, 1 0 again. People need to realize that. Right now, what we are experiencing, I believe, is this bull market transition. This is a period where assets begin to gain strength against BTC. I talked about this in my ADA video earlier, and it truly looks like that's the case across the space. BTC has had its dominant time where it has led the market, and now assets are decorrelating. They're starting to take off on their own. Now, we don't know if they're going to stay decorrelated or not, right? This may be just kind of a strange day where all other assets across the space begin to run. But you start to see some capital leach out of BTC and go into some of these other assets, and these assets get a little more adoption and they begin to grow on their own. And this typically happens until all the way until the time of the Bitcoin halving. Obviously, excuse me, SHIB hasn't really gotten to experience these times before. Remember, it's never been around for a full bull market cycle. All right. I'm trying to remember if it was even launched after the Bitcoin halving. I believe it was. I think it was actually launched after the Bitcoin halving. So this may be its first BTC halving. And that's a big deal, right? So what that means is SHIB should continue to gain steam here. And then once we hit the halving, it should correct somewhat. It should pull back before it goes on the rip-roaring run that we should experience across the space during alt season. Now, I know some people have questions. Obviously, we addressed some of the, not FUD, some of the uncertainty earlier today, the possibility of there being a somewhat shift where bone is burned alongside of SHIB and, the decentralized SHIB ecosystem not actually being decentralized and all these things. I don't think that really matters when it comes to SHIB price, right? It's something that can benefit SHIB. It's something that obviously removing big portions of supply can make moving to the upside easier down the road, right? But I don't think it really matters that much when we talk about SHIB performance in a bull market, where prices can run to. All right. The optics for SHIB have remained good this whole time, despite all the weird questions, not weird questions, but all the uncertainty, all the strange things happening with shibarium and the SHIB ecosystem. SHIB has continued to do well. And what it means is that when we get into a bull market cycle and there's a big adoption and capital flowing in and stuff, SHIB has the potential to continue to do well. I think SHIB, regardless of shibarium or the SHIB ecosystem, sets a new all-time high. I think that assets across the space are going to blow people's minds. People have no idea what we're entering right now. And these times are showing this. We're way ahead of schedule. We are showing extreme bullishness. And the best times when the most capital is going to flow into crypto hasn't even happened yet. All right. So this is a good day. Be excited. Be happy that we are taking these steps forward, but know that we still have a long journey ahead. So I appreciate you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Show your support below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.